kind of been in my feelings lately, to be honest with you, if I can. People have been calling me fat more often now than they have in the past. Fat, big. Anytime they say, "Oh, you're big, you're a big guy," you just say, "I know what you're saying." I know what you're saying. You're saying that I'm fat. I realized I was fat about a year ago. I never felt, and as much as people used to tell me I was like bigger, I didn't. It didn't ever dawn on me until I actually felt it. I started to feel fat, and I was like, "Oh man, this is not good." So what I'm trying to say is, people that are big or that are fat already know. They don't need reminders. We don't need people, skinny people, or people that are more fit, giving us constant reminders that we're big people, that we're fat. We know that. You know what I mean? It's what bothers me is, why are skinny people so bothered by fat people? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, what is going on there? You're so pressed, and it's kind of weird to me. You know. Anyway, this is Everything's Debatable, and I'm your host, Bosco Malik Assad. That's what I'm also known as. Moniker, so to speak. That I use. Is moniker the right word? Moniker. I think so. Yeah, moniker or alias or what have you. Uh, Bosco Malik Assad Hoover. Those names would all suffice. But yeah, this is my show. Everything's debatable. If you caught it, I don't have many people that watch the show, to be quite honest, and I figured out why. It's really boring. My show is quite boring. Yeah, it's quite boring. But I see a lot of people that, to me, are. Well, I guess some people are entertained by just anything. But yeah, it's been quite boring, because usually what is happening here. Well, in the beginning, I don't think it was in the beginning, but in the beginning, I was not. Doesn't matter. I don't want to look hindsight and all of that stuff. Whatever, whatever. We're moving on. New day, new times, whatever. So now I'm changing the show. I want to say, my co-host wasn't able to make it. I pray that they're okay. They're dealing with health issues, so I'm just hoping that they're not in dire straits. You know what I mean, so to speak. I hope that they're doing okay, wherever they are, whatever's going on. But yeah, so anyway, I was changing the format, and so what it's going to be that I'm doing going forward is going to be random topics, just random stuff that I'll be kind of pulling out of a hat, and then we'll actually talk about or debate, argue that particular topic. So I got some for you today. The first one, and this is something that actually my co-host mentioned to me, that Roy Jones Jr. said that Floyd Mayweather would not be in the top five of boxers. And so I agree. And I'll tell you why. Well, and see, this is the thing, right? I want to, Roy Jones Jr., to me, was one of the greatest boxers I've ever seen. Muhammad Ali, I don't know if he's just one of my favorite people, or was he a great boxer. I saw the Rumble in the Jungle, I believe. I saw the Thriller in Manila. Uh, and I might have saw a couple of other fights, but I have not actually seen that many fights by Muhammad Ali. Roy Jones Jr., I watched him. I watched Sugar Ray Leonard. I watched him. Did not really watch Mayweather. And I guess, to be quite honest, I don't know if I even know enough about boxing to even actually engage in that particular conversation. Because, well, it was another. What was his name? Was it James Tony? I like the James Tony. You got Mike Tyson. You got Mike Tyson. You got Lennox Lewis. You know what I mean? Uh, who else? So I've seen some great people in those times, and I would say, with just those five there, right there, Floyd Mayweather would not be in the top five of boxers. If we're talking, if I only had those boxers that I mentioned with Floyd, he would not be in the top five at all. And I've watched Floyd Mayweather fight. I think that he's a runner. I think he's a runner. Um, I think he's a tapper. You know what I mean? I think that he just gets it in volume, almost as if he allows you to chase, and he probably has great conditioning, great stamina. You know what I mean? Great conditioning, great stamina. He makes you run. He wears you down, and then he just taps. You know what I mean? Taps you, taps you, taps you. That's why he hasn't had that many knockouts, right? Floyd Mayweather probably has not had that many knockouts in his career. I can't remember the last time he actually knocked someone out. If you can, just put it in the comments. I want to hear what you have to say. Is Floyd Mayweather in your top five of boxers all time? Top five. Like I said, the five that I named, I saw them. They would actually, yeah, they would be the type. Those were the only ones I had. Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones Jr., Lennox Lewis, right? Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, and who else did I say? James Tony. What was it? James Knockout Tony. Those five. If you gave me those five and Floyd Mayweather would be outside of those five. And I know that there are a number of other fighters that could be in there. Pernell Whitaker, uh, Winky Wright, you know, Camacho could be in there. There are so many other people. What's the guy's name? From over there. I think he's from the Philippines. Pacquiao. Pacquiao could be there. So yeah, I definitely. Oh, okay, I got you. I don't know if you can. Let me see. Can you? If you're on Facebook, you may be able to send me a request to join there. I'm not sure, but let me see how I can do this. All right, let me back out of here. All right, it didn't take me off. That's good. I just sent you the link. There's my co-host right there, man. I was just sending prayers up for you and everything. I didn't know if something was wrong, so I was praying that everything was all right with you. Uh, yeah, yeah. So he wouldn't be in the top five to me. No Floyd Mayweather. That's just my personal opinion. But again, everything is debatable. I'll see if Tyree, my co-host, gets this link so he can get on here and give us his opinion. I got about maybe 40 minutes, 30, well actually about 30, 35 minutes left that I can be on here. And I try to keep it short. That way it's not like, we're taking up all your time and everything. You know what I mean? What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up, bro, man? My fault, man. I'm a little tardy.
Oh, it's not. I was just worried about your health. I was wanted to make sure you was all right. I was sending up prayers and everything, when I started. But I'm glad you joined. You joined and were able to join me. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Yeah. So you are good. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I was just on your topic. Uh, the Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather not being in the top five. I already gave my thoughts on it, but I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay. Um, I mean, me personally, I would say Floyd is in the top five. He might not be, the best of all time in my eyes, but
What?
definitely a top five though, definitely.
What?
And
What?
I even hold on now. Let me get it out the way.
All
I
right.
feel like,
Top
I
five.
feel like, I feel like, huh?
You said top five. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah. I feel like Roy was coming from a place of hate because he kept saying, "Oh, he didn't fight Pacquiao when Pacquiao was in his prime." Well, hell, how the hell did you think Floyd was in his prime when he fought
Let me look. Okay, look. Let me say this, right?
him?
Okay, this is what I was saying. I've seen great and I was just did a list. I did five people. I said
Hmm.
Roy Jones Jr., Roy
Uh-huh.
Jones Jr. was one of the greatest boxers I've seen.
Yes, he
You know what I
was.
mean? Great fighter. Muhammad Ali,
Mm-hmm.
great fighter, great boxer, right? You have Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
You got to
absolutely.
put Mike Tyson up there.
Got
You
to.
got Sugar Ray Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen him fight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
One of the best. And then you could put Lennox, you could put James Lights Out Tony in there. You could put
Hell yeah.
Lennox Lewis in there. You could put Hector Macho Camacho. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather. Just when I did it, because I was like, well, do I watch boxing that much?
Right.
Purnell, Sweet Pea, Winky Wright. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if I just did the top
Can't
five,
forget
Mike
about
Tyson.
B Hop.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know that many boxers, but
Oh,
just
okay,
those
okay,
five
okay,
that
okay.
I've seen, just those five that I've seen, knocks Floyd Mayweather out of there. You know what I mean? To me, Floyd is a runner. He may have great conditioning, great stamina. He can wear
Mm-hmm.
you down, and he taps all. He taps you. You know what I mean? Like he's punching, so he gets a volume of punches in.
Mm-hmm.
How many people has he actually knocked out?
I have to go back and check that, but not that many though.
He hasn't knocked that many people out. Yes,
Maybe
I just
more so in his younger years.
right. I'm going to go back and look it up. I might talk about it next time. But yeah, just based off what I say, what do you say now? Do you say that he would still be in the top five?
Mm-hmm. All right, let me think, man, because I like Floyd, man. I do. Um, all right, let me just rattle off a few that I like personally. I like Sugar Ray Leonard, but I like Sugar Ray
Absolutely.
Robinson too.
Okay, I
Can't forget
haven't got a
about
chance
him.
to really see him that much, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, he's an old school one. Oh
Right, yeah,
man, hands of stone. Um, let's see here. Like I said, I like. I ain't gonna put B Hop in there like that, but B Hop is one of my favorites, though. He definitely is. Bernard Hopkins.
right, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
of course, Muhammad Ali and Mike Holyfield.
right. So you got five right there.
Hmm.
See what I mean? So Floyd, just within the first, when you name your first five, he's out of there. And this is what brings me up to the random topic that I had. Right,
Hmm.
uh, the random topic was, who is the most overrated athlete of all time?
Mm, damn.
Because I would put Floyd Mayweather in there,
As the most overrated athlete?
the most overrated athlete of all time, Floyd Mayweather. Yes, sir.
No, brother, you can nah, brother,
Yes,
not
sir.
Floyd.
Floyd going in there for me.
Oh
For me,
man.
Floyd is the most overrated athlete of all time. Who else you gonna give it to? Overrated athlete.
Overrated
Except
athlete.
maybe, except maybe Robert Griffin Jr. the third, Robert Griffin the third.
That's more like it.
You might you might be able to give it to him.
That's more like it, man.
Right.
Damn. Um, the most overrated athlete of all time, just based on athletics, just their physicality.
I
Um,
guess based on their expectations and how they did not meet those expectations, maybe. You know what
that's
I
a few
mean?
of them. You got Robert Griffin, the
Right.
third. What was that one dude's name, man? He played for the
Ja-
Cavs.
for the
Anthony
Cavs.
Anthony Bennett, I think his name was.
Oh yeah, Anthony. Yup. I remember him too.
Yeah, he
But
came in hype and didn't do a damn thing.
right. It's been a
Um,
few people like that were. Remember Greg Oden?
oh man. Oh my God.
That was
Mm,
that.
mm, mm.
Johnny Manziel,
Yeah.
Tebow,
Uh,
Tim Tebow.
Deshaun Watson. And
Yeah,
I know Deshaun is a little bit unfair because he got injured a lot. But you know
right,
that's part of the game. You know, you got to stay
right,
ready.
yeah.
Yep, you got to
Deshaun
stay
Watson,
ready.
his career did take a dive, man. Because I thought he
Yeah,
was gonna really be special. You know what I
especially when he
mean?
beat Lamar Jackson in the NCAA
Right.
championship. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
that was yeah, it
Still,
was crazy to watch his career.
still,
Um,
I'm gonna give it to Floyd, man. Because so many people like him. He's supposed to be so. He's not what he's not that, man. He's not
but you
that.
know, while we on the topic,
I would put money if you had gave me Roy Jones Jr. in his prime versus Floyd Mayweather in his prime. Roy Jones Jr. would have walked him down, man.
yeah, Roy Jones was too big for Floyd though. He was way too fucking big. Oh, my fault for the
Yeah.
language,
Oh,
but
it
he was
don't
way
matter.
too big.
It don't matter. Yeah, he
He
big.
was way too
So let me
big.
see who's in his weight class that I would say would probably beat him. Because Floyd is what he's middleweight.
Like I think he is certified middle or Walter. Is it Walter or middleweight?
He might be welterweight too. Welterweight might be one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Floyd is the most overrated athlete, man.
Um, Let me see here. Who would I like to see Floyd? Well, would have liked to
Yeah,
see Floyd fight that he didn't. Hmm.
you have to think of who's in his
Did he
who's
ever
in his
fight?
class.
I'm trying to see. Did he ever fight Marcos? Yeah, he fought Marcos Medina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
think
fought
yeah.
him. Yeah, he fought him. And if you even go to that fight, matter of fact,
Did he
since we
knock
want
him
to
out?
bring, he beat him. He beat. Did he knock Marcos out?
He ain't
Mm-mm.
knocked nobody out, man. I'm gonna go back and
I
see
don't
how
think he
many
knocked
fights.
Marcos out. I don't think he knocked him out. But this the thing. This why I roll with Mayweather, man. And this is gonna debunk everything Roy Jones said about him.
Okay,
Now, he said he didn't fight Pacquiao when Pacquiao was in his prime. Now,
right,
him and Floyd had a thing going on where Floyd was like, "Hey, man, look, man, you moving up in weights too damn fast, and you still knocking people out. There's something to that. So I want to have my doctors run tests on you, and your doctors can run tests. You know how they do the shit for the performance enhancement.
right, yeah, yeah.
Before the fight. So I guess Pacquiao went with that. Whatever, whatever. Okay. Now that ain't even my point.
Uh huh,
Now Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao
uh huh.
had some of the greatest fights you ever see. Do you hear me? If you
Right,
were, I think they had two or three fights. They was, woo, they was
good
brawls,
fights.
great fights.
Okay, I got to go check them out. I ain't seen them.
Let me tell
All
you,
right,
let me tell you something. This the icing on the cake right here. Mayweather demolished Manuel Marquez. It was either right
right,
before he fought Pacquiao, or right after. He played he beat him up belt to butt. You hear me? I'm talking about
right.
outclassed him. You hear me?
Well, I might have to go back and watch that. I might have to go back and watch that.
So
Then I may have to.
I get what people be saying about Mayweather. I mean, he might run over, but he used that ring, and it's a method to his madness. You know what I'm saying? Thing about
Right.
boxing, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a defense. You feel me? You
Yep.
can't just go up in there getting wailed on like that. And you gotta kind of respect that man. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like he didn't fight no greats. Come on, man. Oscar De La Hoya.
But
You know
Oscar
what
De
I'm
La
saying?
Hoya was way past his prime. Way
I,
past
I
his
don't
prime.
I don't know because Oscar De La Hoya was giving Floyd the business in the beginning of that fight.
But that Oscar,
He probably was past his prime,
yeah,
but
he was past his prime.
Oscar was giving Floyd the flux, so he wasn't that
Cause
far.
Oscar was nice himself though.
Yes,
I done
sir.
see
That
Oscar whoop on some people,
I
bro.
wouldn't even bring Oscar up if he wasn't.
Man,
Oscar was a
Oscar whooped
bad
some
man.
people.
You
Yeah,
know what?
definitely.
And he almost got Floyd. Miguel Cotto. Miguel
Yeah, yeah, he
Cotto.
was nice too.
What messed him up is when he fought that one dude, and dude had those gloves, man. he had that stuff in his gloves where the more he sweat, the harder his gloves got. And I think
Yeah.
that kind of messed Miguel Cotto up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I can't remember the dude's name, but he was bogus. It was a Mexican fighter that
Yeah.
fought.
It got him like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
man,
crazy.
he was man. Miguel Cotto was tough. I mean, he was fighting, he was throwing, but the
Right.
punches dude was hitting him with, they was just like, and you know what I'm saying. And ever since then, Miguel wasn't really the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was still a brawler, but he just wasn't the same, man. He wasn't the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and catch that Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah,
All right.
yeah.
The next topic that I got. This was a random topic. Uh, that I picked earlier today. What was it? Give me a second. The rapper with the best debut album.
The best debut album,
The best debut album.
just off the top, I would have to say it's between 50 and Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Bro, Bow Wow was popping when he came out, bro. You got to take it back.
Man, I'm definitely gonna have to go
Mr.
back. But
106 in Park.
you said what?
That boy was Mr. 106 in Park for like 3 years. It wasn't nothing but his
But
music on 106 in Park.
but it's you know what? I can't even tell you a song off of the Bow Wow debut
I
album.
can't either. He just had the kids. You feel me? He had the little
Right.
girls, and and he was just Bow Wow was the thing when he came out. But I think 50 may have edged him though, because that Get Rich or Die Trying was lit.
I'm gonna tell you, 50 was one that you hit on. I had 52. I gotta really go back because I gotta think about this stuff, right? I was
Mhm.
between the two that popped in my head first was 50, Get Rich or Die Trying, and Jeezy, Thug Motivation 101.
Now
You
you
remember
talking about
Thug?
far as street popularity?
No, I'm talking about just the best debut album. Like this is your first
Oh,
album.
oh, 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 oh! I thought you meant like sales and stuff like that.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay, my fault, my fault,
just
my fault, my
debut
fault.
album.
Oh, well, scratch them then. Never mind. Then one of them. Um, Let me see here.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna think on the two because I was it was 50, Jeezy Thug Motivation
I'll
101.
still say 50 because 50 did have a night. Everybody was bumping him.
We gonna
Um,
whittle it down to one.
oh,
I was
oh,
thinking
oh,
Nas
Juve,
Stillmatic. Who?
Juve, 400 degrees, baby.
I never liked the Juvie.
Hey,
I,
but you
I
can't. Hey,
never liked the
hey,
Juvie.
hey, but you can't deny the fact that 400 degrees was slamming all through the hood, bro.
I gotta hear it though. I gotta hear it. I don't even think that I ever even listened to the album, the full album. I don't think I have.
Yeah,
You
400
got you
degrees was
got
that.
you got Snoop Dogg,
What was
Doggy
that? Doggy
Style
style.
debut. Yeah, debut album.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. Let me see who else came out with a debut album. A debut album that came out that was nice.
Um,
Yeah, then I'm thinking solo artist. As a solo artist, but it said rapper, not rappers, rapper. Tupac, I would love to put Tupac there, but that wasn't he had his greatest albums later.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Uh I think it might be between you said Juvie, because a lot of people liked that Juvie though. I know a lot
man,
of people mess with that Juvie.
man, 400 degrees was legendary, bro. Like, and they
I
really
gotta
put
go
Cash
back and
Money
listen
on
to
the map.
it. Right. I gotta go
Mm-hmm.
back and listen to it. I still might give it to 50 though. That was the day that we both had first. I think we would have to go with 50. 50 said greatest debut album for a rapper all time as of right now. Or you say 400 degrees.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Because I liked it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I liked it
400
that
degrees.
Juve.
Okay.
Juve.
All right. The straws, these paper straws, right?
Mm.
Have you have you ever had one of those paper straws?
A paper straw? Yeah.
Paper straw. You have. Do you think that is saving the planet or is it ruining your drink?
Probably both hell. But yeah,
Both.
it's definitely uh I guess the way they make them, you could say is more planet friendly.
Right.
With paper, you know what I'm saying? But it's better than plastic. But they definitely ruin your drink because it can.
They definitely ruin your drink.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
definitely do. You can't even, you know what I mean? I just can't enjoy my drink with a paper straw, man.
That's
I
just like
can't.
trying
I
to have a nice drink. That's why bars don't serve in paper cups. You know what
right.
I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know that cup gonna get ate through in seconds. But yeah,
But I guess you can say that it's probably doing something to save the planet, I guess. But I think can't they recycle plastic too, though?
they say they can. You know what I'm saying? But
So what was is it the way that they
the way they
manufacture
say,
it, or
yeah, that's what I think. The way they manufacture it. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe it's chemicals that go into that plastic. You know what I'm saying?
right?
Stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, but
Okay.
hell, if you want to just focus on little bitty old straws, man, there's so much others. Man, they got so much. Man, these people are crazy.
What you talking about?
Like how much stuff is just ruining the planet, man. That they
Oh
do.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure, for sure. So you saw this thing with Trump. Trump met up with Putin, right?
I didn't see that. I
You
heard
didn't see
about it.
it,
I didn't see it. I mean,
right?
really, Trump, man. Trump been on. Trump is. Uh, I can't explain the man, man. Like one thing I can say about him, he gonna tell you like it is. Whatever is on that man's mind, he speaks it. You know what I'm saying? More than damn near any other president that you know I've come to know in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, everybody go back on things and don't do everything 100%, but he give it to you in a raw. He tell you what he gonna do and like what you gonna do about it.
Well, you know the thing about it is, Trump to me, and I said this before on a previous show. Trump flip flops. He's the great
Mhm.
flip flopper, bro. You know what I mean? He can say whatever,
Mhm.
especially if the fact is that you know that you will change it and
Mhm.
no one will care. You know what I mean? Like even in this instance when he met with Putin over there, right in Alaska. Now keep in mind, before with Ukraine, he met the Ukrainian president Zelensky. The thing was, and Zelensky was saying, I don't want to see land. He was like, well, you're not going to have to see land, whatever. We'll still get a peace treaty done and all of this stuff, right? And that was the sticking point that Ukraine would not have to cede any land to Russia, right?
Mhm.
Now he goes and he meets with Putin, and he comes out of that meeting and says the best course of action would be for Ukraine to cede lands to Russia,
Mhm.
right? And not only this is right before, and keep in mind the way these things are played out. Zelensky comes to the White House. He's embarrassed in front of the world by Trump and Vance. He's embarrassed in front of the world. And I don't care how people twist this. The man had I saw the man years before say while in the war he was not going to change his attire because he wanted to be in solidarity with his military. He had already said that. So he comes to the office. They berate him about that, about his dress, and then he comes in and they say, "Well, you haven't said thank you or anything like that." And that ended how it ended. But then you go there and you meet with Putin, and Putin is telling you pretty much the same thing that he has been saying for the entire time, right? The same thing that he's been saying for the entire time. And so my thing is with Trump, again, I guess it's okay to say what's on your mind if you know that you can change it later and no one will actually care.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm are you a Trump supporter? Not I'm not I'm neither let me say I'm neither
Yeah.
Democrat
Yeah.
nor
I
Republican.
don't. I don't. I don't. I don't support. Really nothing of this Western civilization.
Touche. Touche. But you do like Trump uh as you like the fact that he says what he speaks his mind.
Yeah, you got to respect the man that's gonna speak his mind. You got to, even if you don't like him. I respect them. I respect the person that speak their mind and the person that hold punches. You know, because
All right.
that's how I view myself. Whether you like what I say or not, I got to speak my mind. If I don't speak my
No.
mind, I'm voiceless.
Uh, well, I guess it's okay. Me and my wife have this conversation, right? And she
Mhm.
says, some people call it being real. Like these people that pretty much say whatever is on their mind, they just speak it, right? That's fine. I don't know because I guess it's a thing about being tactful and being diplomatic. You know what I mean? And I don't know if being I'm trying to find the words to say what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like, okay, say for instance, I can be around people, right? I've had situations where I've been around somebody and it could be something that I observe or something like that. And I may not say anything. Now I may not, of course, if I see something that I feel like you need to pull up, I'll pull you up. But I'm not going to be that honest. I don't know if I can call it being that honest or being real because I'm still being real and honest. It's just that
Mhm.
I'm being more tactful and
Mhm.
what I say. You see what I'm saying? And I think
It's
that
more
is what,
reserved.
huh?
Reserved.
Yeah. I want to be more reserved. I just want to be more
Mhm.
tactful. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If I don't want to uh I don't want it to come across as being crude or degrading or I don't want you to feel attacked. I don't want it to feel offensive. You know what I mean? And it's not because I'm afraid or I'm scared or nothing like that. I just um I feel like energy. You know what I mean? Like the energy that I'm giving you is gonna be what I get back. So if I give
Mhm.
it to you like that, then you're gonna give me that energy back. And I don't think, but I guess, yeah, I see what you're saying. But I get you. I get you. The gist of what you're saying anyway. You know. Um. But I think in this instance, because he came back and
And said something
he
different. So it's kind of
yeah
like you was lying from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
yeah yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, he always does that. He always says something, and then he goes back. And I mentioned it before. It was about, man. What was it? What was he doing? It was something that was going on, and he said one. He always does it. You know what I mean? Pretty much, he'll say one thing, and then later on, when it's convenient, he'll switch it. And I think it's um not only I think it's dangerous. Not only is it misleading, but I think it's dangerous for a people to be so enamored by one individual because to me it's almost like he's a cult leader.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like a cult
Yeah,
leader.
man. Because you remember how all those people went up to the White House and
Exactly.
all of that.
Exactly.
And
That was that was the
like I don't even think 6 of them were arrested.
the people got arrested, but once he
Not
got into
not that
office,
many of them.
I don't
It
know
was
how.
crazy, bro.
You said it was maybe about 6 of them.
Probably not even 6 of them, bro. Unless
I think
it happened after them cameras went off or something. Because they
yeah, I
wasn't
think
even like. Just imagine, okay, some like the Million Man March, right?
right,
Just imagine if they would have rushed the White House like that. It would have been
right,
bloodshed.
right.
You know.
Not not only would it have to been bloodshed, those people would have had crimes that they were not pardoned for.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? He pardoned every person that was involved in that riot, man. Every one of them. He pardoned them. Whether they hit the police, through stuff and whatever they did, they were all pardoned. But that's only
Mhm.
strengthening. That's to me is strengthening because this is how I personally feel about it. I'll say this. I feel like Trump is a when I talk about like he's a if we were at war, bro, Trump is a military genius.
Mhm.
He's a genius, bro. Like the way that because to me, I talk about life is like chess, right? And people say, well, no, it definitely is. Like, because when you open, you position yourself. I position, right? I secure, and then I attack, right? So
Mhm.
Trump positions himself. He positions, he secures, and then he attacks. So that's like, say, for instance, what the tariffs, right? The tariffs. And okay, so he says, okay, I'm going to increase the tariffs. And he says to his people, well, get ready because things are going to get worse before they get better, right?
Mhm.
Genius, right? Because now I prepare you for what I know is going to happen because that's what happens with tariffs. This is what happens. You increase tariffs, people pay more, inflation, all of this stuff happens, right? So he's preparing them for what is happening so that when it does happen, they don't fight it. They say, well, Trump told us this was going to happen. He said we would have this turmoil to be rough and whatever, right?
Mhm.
And then later on, when things start to get better and it starts to balance itself, he can take credit and say, yes. You know what I'm saying? But that's genius though, because you're already positioning yourself to be that savior by just telling them that it's going to be like that. And that, but even with the incident with the them rushing the Capitol. I saw him on TV give those words for them to attack that place. I saw him do that on TV, national TV. He said it. They did it. Later on, he wins the presidency again. He pardons them all. He has positioned himself now that later on he could have the same thing happen. Where I don't think that he's going to try to leave office, bro. I don't think that he's going to leave. That's my personal opinion. I think that he's situated. He understands. He's changing things as he goes. He's testing. You know what I mean? The Constitution. He has control of the Supreme Court. Anybody that tries to stifle him or stop him, he's been getting them knocked off, getting them arrested, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he's positioned, and he has the military. He has his cabinet. He has all the backing. He has the people backing. If he wants to stay in office, he's going to stay there, bro. I can almost guarantee you he's going to stay there.
I can believe it. I can believe it.
I think so. But everything is debatable. That's just my. I see it. I saw this when he was coming back. I saw that he was going to win this presidency. You know what I
Oh,
mean? I saw that he was going to win it. And he's still making the same claim. He's still in office right now, claiming that he was cheated out of the last election. You know what I mean? He's still
mm.
saying that. You know, he just did you see that he brought up they after the that was funny too. Remember that's another thing. He was talking about, oh, we're going to release the Epstein list. We're going to release the list. You know what I mean? And I saw her on TV. She said it. I got the list right here on my desk. I'm going to be releasing it, right? And then all of a sudden they say we don't have a list. We don't have a list. And then right after they said we don't have a list, they say that they got Obama. They were talking about arresting Obama, bringing him up on federal charges because they found out that he had colluded. I don't know if it was with Russia or someone else to cheat him out of the presidency. Man, it's been great. Thanks for joining me again, Tyree. I hope you don't feel cheated. I talked for the last 10 minutes or so.
Oh
I got a
no, bro,
brother.
you just share some great information.
Yes, sir. And you always do as well, man. I wanted to hear more, but I got this brother just pulled up. I'm finna go do a street interview with him. I'm out here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, so I'm gonna do a street
Okay.
interview with him real fast, man. I love you, bro.
Well, you
We'll
too,
do it
bro.
again next Sunday. Get on here and make it happen again.
For sure.
All right, love, bro.
Look.